Afternoon, everybody. So, when I first started to write my upcoming memoir, A World Turned Upside Down, A Memoir of Healing, um, I was kind of all over the place. That's what trauma does to people. It can be very fragmented. Sorry, that's Mindy, my service dog. And I wanted to make what my small video to you today was to not be fragmented. So I'm not going to run on and on and on because I tend to do that, as many of the people who I work with know, in a good way. I feel like sense of humor is very key to everything we all deal with on a daily basis and on a yearly basis with parenting, with work, with our own health problems, our own well-being in general. So I wrote this book at a time when I really felt it was a need that I needed to get it down. I work with elementary students, I work with college students, I have three kids of my own. And it was important for me to tell my story of my childhood, of my young adulthood, of why I wasn't this physician that I thought I was always going to become. And also of how trauma can kind of just peak up in any, it's almost like playing peekaboo with your young kid. And I want people to not feel alone. I know many people say, oh, well, you're married and you have three kids and everything. And I think one of the things with trauma is a lot of times, and it's the same thing with disability, is a lot of times it's hidden. And I'm not saying it's harder or not harder for it to be hidden. Um, I have been able to move on in many aspects of my life in terms of finding love and having, a family, but that came with even more trauma. Not in the love section, but definitely within the try and have a family. So a memoir of healing is really started the journey kind of when I was 12, 13 years old and I started to stand on my head. So that's why I called it A World Turned Upside Down. Some of my greatest thoughts and meditative practices have been in a headstand. I would definitely want to demonstrate everything today, but I just had my 14th surgery a week ago. So I might look fine, but I'm wearing what we call a brace here. I had abdominal surgery and I'm still not feeling well, and it's the third one in 10 weeks. So just so people know, I can walk around and nobody knows what's going on underneath this shirt. And I can, give a really good vibe. But you just never know with somebody. And so part of what I want to get across is that you can tell your story non-judgmentally, and also you be you. And some people might not accept that, and you can move on. I mean, that's taken, 41, almost 42, but not quite yet, years to say that and to figure that out. But you just have to be the best you could be. And if I never told my story and I never manualized my mindfulness toolkit book, which is going to be coming out as well, I feel like I wouldn't be doing the best I could do. And there are things that I realize I'm not able to do because of my trauma and my medical history and things I've been through, but there are things that I can, and I just want to leave it at that. You might ask, why didn't I get somebody to professionally videotape me? Well, I'm not that famous, one. And two, this is real. We're real. And I want you to see that. No, I didn't do my hair. I don't even know how to do makeup, I'm going to be honest. But I'm real, and I know you are too. And whatever you're going through, um, just know that there is another side. It doesn't have to be a side that you know of right now, but just getting through the 1 second, the one moment, the 1 minute, it just makes a difference. Um, I hope you will read my forthcoming memoir, um, A World Turned Upside Down, A Memoir of Healing, and I hope you will also contact me with any questions with some links and stuff that I will provide. on this website. Thank you so much.